Yeah.
And they watch and they wait for the right moment to strike. And when they strike, you're not ready for it. You know, you've been living so locked into like a rabbit going down a maze every single day doing the same thing. As soon as you leave the work, you locked in, clocked in, you tired, you waking up, drinking your coffee. Somebody clean your house out, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And the angels been doing that. The angels been scoping this place out for years, man. You know, you ever seen that picture where it be showing the worldwide UFO sightings and the majority of it here is in America? Yeah. I'll pull it up real quick. But that's what the angels been doing. Same way you say how they been scoping out the house. Mm-hmm. Well, the angels been working on the mind of these people, man. You see, they do more than just light up in the sky. Mm-hmm. They part of the reason that you people don't think nothing gonna happen, man. All right. And so being honest, I'm tired of telling niggas to repent, man.
Right.
You see, the Most High is about to retire us, man. We not gonna be doing these videos forever, and we not gonna be edifying everybody. You gonna have to be very, very. The Spirit gonna have to tell us to edify you, man. It ain't just gonna be freely given like that. All right, because the angels did their job. They done blocked everybody's mind. Everybody believing in some bullshit. Not everybody believing Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You see what I'm saying? So now this is the perfect time, as you say, they gonna raid the house.
Right.
They gonna kick in the door, man.
God.
And when the Most High kicks in the door of fucking America, all you motherfuckers gonna scream, man.
That's right.
Let me see if I can find it.
That's right, bro. And it's getting to the point to where like any day now you're gonna have something catastrophic hit. You know, and through the Spirit, man, this week it feels kind of heavy. So I don't know what's gonna happen, you know, coming up. Oh yeah, Khan.
That's from 1906 to 2014.
Yeah, I remember that photo like when that came out.
Yeah,
that's a good photo for the camera.
Yeah, we'll put it up there.
You see you see how the U.S. is lit up like a light bulb?
Yep.
That's how many UFO sightings have been reported. Okay. So notice how they're all the hotspot. The biggest hotspot is the United States. And where else is that? The UK, the other
UK.
Yep. That's
Western Europe.
Hey, that's the heaviest part of concentration of Edomites.
Yep.
You see? So the angels, matter of fact, I'll get that preset. The eyes of the Lord.
Yeah, on the sinful kingdom.
Yeah.
That's right. While he getting that, I'm gonna read this real quick. This is Romans chapter 13, verses 11. It says, and knowing the time that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. So it says our salvation. So that's not speaking for everybody, because everybody's not gonna get salvation. So really, when you think about it on a spiritual level, it's not high time for everybody to wake up out of sleep, man. Some people gonna die sleeping, man. All right, the same way you see on the news with a house fire and stuff. Sometimes people don't notice until it's too late, man. That brother Uriah gave that testimony at the camp last week about something like that happening, man. And that's how the Most High is gonna catch you people lacking, to put it in Chicago terms.
God. That's right. This is you got any more on that?
No, you good, brother.
This is Amos 9:8, and it says, behold, the eyes of Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh. If you could, Baba, show that picture again.
Yeah, okay, I'll put it up.
Because that's heavy, man. You know, when you go to look at something and it's dark, what do you have to do? You got to turn on the light. And look how much the United States is lit up in the UK. Okay? So that should tell you which is the sinful kingdom on this planet. Now, every single kingdom on this planet is sinful.
Yeah.
Okay? If it's not ruled by Yahweh Shai himself and his men, the prophets, it's wicked because they're not keeping the law, statutes, commandments. All right? They don't have the 100% truth. Things are out of order. But the most pinnacle, wickedest kingdoms if you saw on that map, is the one that's lit up. So that right there tells you what the eyes of the Lord are on. Okay? And by the way, man, the heaviest, if you look up the heaviest UFO sightings in the United States, it's Kansas City.
Yeah.
So that, and this is the place that they call the heart of America, where we're prophesying from.
Yes.
So the Lord has got it out for Babylon the Great, man. Smack dab in the place they call the heart of America. The heart is where the mind is. Okay, is what the life force is, what beats. All right, so eventually, you're gonna see judgment. Thermonuclear destruction is gonna be coming, and it's gonna hit smack dab in the middle of this place, man. Okay, and that's why the Lord said He will destroy it. Okay, so definitely perilous times can continue to come, are happening, are coming, but they're gonna build up, man.
Can you read that one more time?
God. This is Amos 9:8. It says, behold, the eyes of Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. There ain't gonna be nothing left, man.
Yeah.
This whole continent is
Keep
done.
reading up.
It says, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob,
See?
said Yahweh.
All right. So that second verse should tell you that you Jake's got a chance, man. Saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob. So that means somebody gonna make it out of this, man. All right. And if you just now finding out about this truth, because hey, man, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more viewers, man. Elder Yashawam, he got like 17,000 subscribers, man. Elder Manata Zakba, he got like 14,000. Elder Malcolm, he got about 15,000, man. All right. So the eyes on this truth is growing exponentially, man. So if you consider yourself an Israelite, you a black, Hispanic, Native American man, or even if you feel like you an Israelite foreigner through the spirit, you got a chance to make it out of this, man. But the only way you going to do it is by having that faith, man, as we brought into the lesson earlier. You can take that everywhere, and it's going to follow you, and it's going to benefit you everywhere, man. But if not, you just gonna die sleeping, man. All right, but understand, the Lord showed you these videos, and the Lord brought you around the men of the Lord for a reason, man. And me and this brother, we can give you testimonies. Sometimes the Lord bring people around us just to judge their ass, man.
Yeah.
So you better pray you get mercy.
God, that's right. You got a precept?
You got it.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe means death and destruction. Trouble. It says, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. So sword, death, pain, agony is coming close. It says, and one people shall stand up to fight against one another, and swords in their hands. Their modern day swords is your guns, your pistols, and literal swords too. People are going to be having knives, all sorts of instruments to unalive somebody else. Okay? It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Man. Like we were just telling you, once this fuel continues to go up, you're going to see this begin to happen, man. Okay? Because desperate times call for desperate measures, and as soon as people are hungry, and their children are unaliving from being hungry, that's when people snap. They become very barbaric. You're going to see many people that are going to turn cannibalistic because they've already been eating human meat from McDonald's. So the craving's already there.
Yeah.
It's going to be nothing for you to be driving by and seeing motherfuckers getting roasted on the damn stick. Eh?
Yeah, and through the spirit, the Lord been dealing with us with our diets, man. All right. I've been kind of finding myself eating less and less. Sometimes I just eat once a day and just thug it out, man.
God.
And that, obviously intermediate fasting is a good thing, but on a spiritual level, the Most High just equipping us to, you ain't got to have that 3 meal a day shit, man. The Most High just equipping us to, you just have to make it to your next meal, whenever that is, man.
God.
All right, because it ain't no guarantee. You might have to go a day or 2 or 3 without eating, man. You going to give up on the Lord? You going to curse the Lord?
Right.
So we got to get in that mindset now because, shit, grocery stores, that luxury ain't gonna be around for too much longer either, man.
Right. It's going to be gone, man. If you don't know how to get it on your own, or you don't have the Spirit of the Lord to give you provision,
Yeah.
you're just going to be without. And that's the Spirit, man, because I've been on the same thing too.
Yeah.
You know, I've been on trying to get on a health kick. Since December 7th, I think I knocked off like 45 pounds.
Yeah.
And that's a testimony across camps nationwide. You got brothers get on a really good healthy tip. Brothers are training in martial arts. You know, I take a couple courses and some things. You know, brothers are just getting naturally knowledgeable, like the brother just said, to be prepared. And that's the Spirit preparing us for it to come.
Yep.
The rest of these people, they're not focused on nothing, man. They're just still
Whoa.
going by day to day. And then some of them, like, they're getting hit with shit judgments happening. They're like, man, why is everything happening? You know, they're just getting stressed out, but they have no idea why shit's happening to them. Mm-hmm. You know, but the Lord is going to prepare us. They even got a second Book of Eli movie coming out.
Oh yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. So what are the chances that's coming out? And that was like one of the most powerful prophetic movies I ever seen, in my opinion. I've seen a lot of good ass movies, but that's like what I have a copy of that movie, and that's one of my favorite ones because it shows you exactly how the prophet's going to be moving at that time by faith. Because in the movie, spoiler alert, he was blind the whole time, man.
Yep.
He was blind the whole time. He was able to shoot people. He was able to survive. He was hunting. He was making shit with his hands, you know, and he didn't have any map or GPS on where to go, but he got to his destination 100% by faith and survived all sorts of attacks. He got shot.
Yeah.
You know?
And I know you're speaking on that movie, but that's that I Am Legend 2. That's what they doing.
That's the one they doing? Okay. Because I thought I heard something about another Book of Eli, too.
Oh, Salaki.
It might have been just a rumor, though, but I heard that there's talks of them putting out a second one. Okay? But going back to that precept, 2 Esdras 15 and 16 again, says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And that part of that prophecy, you about to see come to pass now. With this shit putting ICE to replace TSA, that is a big fucking deal. That's a big deal, man. Because ICE has immunity. They can just basically do whatever the fuck they want without any type of legal repercussions. So they're already going in airports now, and they're detaining quote-unquote illegals, and it's going to change from illegals. It's going to be detained for damn near anybody, man.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be responsible for heavily, you know, checking people's IDs. So that MOTV got to be super fucking close with ICE being put in TSA airports, man.
And then they also armed like a military, man.
Yeah.
So now it's just go in there and make sure niggas don't bring their weed pens, you know, make sure no niggas bring knives and guns on the plane. But eventually, they going to be there to make sure nobody get on the plane. Right. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You think they there just for security, right? Now, that's what it looks. Oh, yeah. Trump deployed ICE so it won't be long lines at the airport.
Right.
They showing all the long lines and shit.
Right, yep.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and bring them in. But now, ICE says nobody getting on the plane.
Right.
ICE says everybody staying here.
Right. And they're going to need them there because people are going to be trying to leave. Yep. They're going to be
trying to leave.
When it becomes official that the United States is actually getting hit, people are going to be trying to get on planes, man. They're going to try to steal fucking jets. They're going to be bum rushing the airport. I got to get out. Nope. I got to get out of here. Nope. You're going to have a motherfucker there with a goddamn M249 saw ready to mow your ass down if you try anything, man.
Sit your ass down.
That's the times we in, man.
Ooh. Yep.
So Lord's will, that shit intensifies.
Because that's what they doing in Israel right now. All them small hats. All you fucking small hats from Europe and New York and, you know, all these places in America. You went to Israel to get a new life and shit, to start your little weak ass small hat life in the land of Israel. Now you trying to get on a plane because Iran turning shit up out there, man.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I know a lady that has somebody that was living over there.
Yeah.
And he came to visit her, and he can't make it back over there.
Damn.
But I think he might. I have to ask her if he's still in the States. But he had planned on visiting his mom over here in the States for like a week.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the United States busted a move on Iran, and Israel been getting plummeted. He can't get back to Israel. He's stuck right here in Babylon, and guess what? Babylon ain't safe either.
He goes.
So we're starting to see the same things they see in their skies. And the crazy part about it, you know that they're doing some shit because they're reporting it the same way. The people living in Israel were being told that it was meteors coming through the sky.
Yeah.
They were being told, Iran can't get through the Iron Dome.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened. Their citizens were not being informed by their news media on what was actually happening until it got to the point where they couldn't hide it because actual obvious missile strikes began to get through.
Obvious.
So now we're seeing it because you have, as a matter of fact, I just took a screenshot of this. There's a map, and I want you to pay attention to the states, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see this. Oh, there we go. Yep. Okay, you see the states? All those have been reporting simultaneously this month in the past 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks, man. With a new one yesterday for California.
Yeah.
Have been reporting quote-unquote meteors hitting. Okay? And when you look at the video footage, it all looks like ICBMs going across the sky. Or drones. And then on the East Coast, they said there was a massive amount of drones coming in over D.C.
Yeah. That was last year.
Yep, and that was and this year. This was like yesterday.
Yeah, this year, last year.
Yep.
There was in Jersey, New York.
So now there's been a second wave. I believe yesterday Steve Ram was posting it. There's been another unidentified wave of mysterious drones all over D.C. So something getting ready to happen, man.
Yep.
And it's going to shake this country to the core.
Yeah.
It says, verse 18 says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled." Right? Y'all been proud, think nothing can ever happen to you. You've been having Pride Month, Pride parades. Lord is sick of it, man. It says, "The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword." Right? And you got so many people in the United States are strapped, armed, ready to go.
Yeah.
You see where this is going to be fulfilled at in which country. Because no other country on earth has as many citizens that are armed like the United States.
Nope.
It says, "Their houses shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread." Cost of fuel, super high inflation causes lack of bread, lack of food. Okay? And for great tribulation.
Yeah.
Tribulation is everything bad that can possibly happen. So you're going to have all sorts of shit. You're going to have the 10 plagues of ancient Egypt hitting. It's hitting right now, man. In Hawaii, they got a massive flood just unaliving people.
Hey, volcanoes been going off.
Yep.
I've been seeing that a lot these past few months.
Last week, you had tornadoes that just wrecked through the Midwest.
Woo! Big ones, too.
Real big ones, man. One went downtown Kansas City. It was weak.
Yeah.
But it hit downtown. That's rare.
Yeah, kind of.
So that's great tribulation, man.
Yeah, you know, somebody on the outside may ask, if all these things don't happen in America, why don't we just leave? Well, this is an act of faith, man.
Right.
All right? Every brother in the soil of America is in ground zero, man. Because this is where it's going to go down at. We have so much faith in our power. You know, our power, Yahweh. You know, who you people call God and his son, Yahweh Shai. That we have confidence that the Lord is going to walk us through this thing, man. Now, some brothers are going to get put to death, yes. Some brothers are going to be martyred, yes. But why did Yahweh Shai say there shall be some of you here that shall not taste death until they enter the kingdom, man?
Right.
Because the Lord himself is not only going to intervene to protect us, but also intervene to keep us safe from this thermonuclear fire that's going to happen, man. And that's why we do these videos now, so you brothers can have that same faith and confidence, man.
That's right, bro. And that precept goes to answer that question where bros was just referring to. People might ask. We'll bring it back again. It says Amos 9:8. "Behold, the eyes of Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh." The house of Jacob represents the Hebrew Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. So the chosen, the elect, 1/3 of our people, 1/3 of so-called blacks, 1/3 of so-called Latinos, 1/3 of so-called Native American Indians, 1/3 of the those people that are Israelite foreigners that look like the other nations that are actually Israelites, and then some of them know and not know. All right, they're not going to be destroyed. All right, so the Lord isn't going to do His chosen like that.
Yeah.
You know, and when people try to just jump ship, think they're gonna go to another country, that's them trying to take matters into their own hands.
Yeah.
Because you got Jake flying over to Thailand right now. That's going viral over TikTok. You got some Jakes going over there fucking up Thailand. You ruining it, man. I wanted to get there to get some some concubines, but
we getting
we
getting the V's, brother.
Right.
We getting ours in the plastic.
Right.
They smashing the prostitute bitch that's been ran. We getting the V's, brother.
Right. But yeah, man, they going over there. You know, they trying to escape hard time. We'll come up there saying putting videos. They're all over TikTok, man. How cheap it is over there.
Yeah.
They got luxury high-rise apartments and with fucking pools and shit, and they're basically like living on a vacation every day.
Yeah.
Even got Keisha flying over there with all 4 of her goddamn kids, a single mama, going over there to live in Thailand, putting video of how good her life is now as she's over there.
Right.
They try to run away from stuff, but hey, you can't run from the curses.
Nope.
You can't run from the curses. So while they putting videos out there that everything's kind of cool, them curses are going to eventually hit. Okay? If you don't know what curses are, go to Deuteronomy 28 chapter, man.
Yeah.
All terrible thing of quote-unquote generational curses that have been happening to our people, all right, are the curses of the Lord of Yahweh Shem El Shai. You can't escape it. So you can buy a ticket all you want.
Yeah.
You're still going to get caught up. You're still going to eat a fucking missile in that land. Because guess what? This is a world war. Not a just United States war. Every single country is going to feel a missile. They're going to feel a boots on the ground. The whole world is going to be at war. It's just the place that's going to be completely obliterated and 100% on fire is America. The rest of the nations aren't going to be like that.
And also, Yahweh Shai is going to come back with the chariots, man. So all you wicked-ass passport bros, because a lot of you niggas is wicked, man. Right. Straight up. It ain't a lot of righteous passport bros. Because brothers in the spirit catching hell, we can't even afford, you know what I'm saying, to get across the country, let alone out the country.
Right.
But nah, the Lord is going to do a clean sweep over the whole entire earth, man, and start evaporating shit as well. Because the scriptures say he coming from the east, and that's speaking of America. Like when we here, Most High is going to be coming from the east, so he's going to be doing a clean sweep throughout the whole globe, then finishing this bitch off here, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But I had one. This is Habakkuk chapter 2. Habakkuk chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and established a city by iniquity." All right. And so one thing we got to remember is that a lot of things that's happening now in 2026, all right, which is the spirit, because this is America's 250th birthday, man. So a lot of things that's going on this year is payback from how this place was fucking established, man.
Right.
The Most High, we always bring this out. The Most High, Yahweh Shem El Shai, required that which is past, man.
Right.
And the iniquity of your forefathers has brought you to this point where you're going to fail miserably in the biggest war ever to come to pass, man. This is the biggest war ever to take place on the planet Earth, and you Americans are going to fail miserably, man. But it says, woe, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and established a city by iniquity. Behold, is it not of the Lord Yahweh of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people weary themselves for very vanity? Yeah, you people have been wearying yourselves for vanity, man. Esau been trying to get this new world order jumping for over 250 years, man. So now that you so close to tasting it, you so close to tasting that new world order, nigga, you gonna get burnt up trying to achieve it, man. But it say, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, Yahweh Shem El Shai, as the waters cover the sea. Yeah, the earth is going to be filled with the knowledge of the glory first by us preaching on the internet and us, you know, being that righteous example. but when the Lord redeems his elect, man. Everybody's going to know that. Everybody's going to know that the God of Israel returned, destroyed America, and saved his people once again, man. So it say, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord as the waters covers the sea. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look it on his nakedness. Yeah, that's what America been doing, man. We always call it the fucking Babylon wine, man. These nations have been drunken with rainbow activity. You know what I'm saying? Unfair economic deals. All right, being forced to use the United States dollar. All right, that's what these people been doing. It say, woe unto them that giveth his neighbor to drink, that puttest a bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah's right hand, shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory, man. So these people had glory in they great country that they conceived, man. But it's gonna go out with a huge disrespect, man.
Yeah, they got that kick talking about make America great again.
Yeah.
This place was never great. This place was a murderous place of torture for our people. Okay? You had Gad, just getting completely tortured. And all the tribes fell the same atrocities, man. the slavery, Gad went through it. So much so that they unalived so many. That's what gave them the idea to go over there to the parts of Africa to get the Southern Kingdom.
Yeah.
Because they needed to re-up on the slaves because they killed off so many indigenous people over here, man. Eating them, torturing them, going on murderous raids, taking pregnant women, slicing their bellies open to see if the baby can fall out, making torture games like that, using their dogs to hunt us down, alligator bait, you name it, man. The father of gynecology did grotesque things to the genitals of the Israelites, man. Men and women, torturing them. They had to go through torture to get all these devices. And, you think you go into your regular checkup appointment, you don't know the history behind the shit. How it got to that point from him doing that shit today. Mm-hmm. This shit is sick. And should have never been going on in the first place, man. Bro's got to invest in trying to find, I got a Shungite bracelet on, man. Yeah. Just to stop 5G and shit. EMF. There's so many different ways to die here. This place gotta go, man.
Yeah. We are dying, I ain't gonna lie. This flesh is dying, man. Because scriptures say the inward man is renewed day by day. But yeah, this flesh is dying, man. This flesh is deteriorating. But all those things that you mentioned, like a lot of people fail to acknowledge, man. And this devil is actually putting in an effort to erase from the history books. Mm-hmm. That's why the prophets are here, man. Cause like your seeds not learning that in school, bro.
Right.
Your seeds is learning gender ideology.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Bullshit like that. They ain't telling you what went down in the 1700s, 1800s, man.
They're removing it.
Yeah.
They want to get rid of talking about slavery altogether. Trump said that.
Yeah. They're
going to actually close a lot of the quote unquote Black history museums in DC that talk about and show photos of slavery and the atrocities that happened to us.
Yeah, and being honest, I went to that museum, and you know what? That museum actually has some pictures of Jake ruling Europe. God, so that's another reason why he's trying to get that out of there.
Yeah, I said that 2 years ago.
Yeah,
when I was in DC.
Yeah,
so they want to get rid of it, man. But hey, like the brother said, you gotta pay for what was done in the past. This is Nahum 1:3. It says, Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. When you look at that word acquit, all right, it goes to free someone from a criminal charge. Mm-hmm. So you got criminal charges on you, and you're not going to be acquitted. This ain't no fucking if the glove don't fit, acquit case.
Yeah.
Okay? No. Nigga, the glove fit you. There's been so much evidence on you. The angel's been watching and reporting all of these years, all these hundreds of years, of everything you've done. you will pay for slavery, man.
Right.
Okay?
And that's why no legal action has been taken on the people that did the Epstein files.
Right. Yep.
The Lord saving them. He's saving them for himself.
Yep. God.
Hey, bro, nobody from the Epstein files gonna get touched, man. Oh, you know they talking about that Prince Andrew nigga. Well, fuck that. We talking about the big players.
Right.
We talking about the Rothschilds, because Epstein himself in the email said, "I represent the Rothschilds." So we talking about his big homies, man.
Right. Yep.
Nobody is gonna get touched because the Lord is saving them for Himself, man.
Yeah, Lord's like, hey, these mine. You can't have none of these guys.
Yes.
I got them.
They in the holding cell. American. Not American, but the earth. You know, they can't leave.
You're going to have so many different ways, creative ways. You're going to unalive these people, man. The scriptures talking about how he's going to send Leviathan to get them out there, their bunkers underneath the ocean.
Yeah, they got that.
Leviathan going to grab them and bring them personally to you out by Shem outside. Here you go.
Yeah, this devil got that, man. Underwater and shit.
Yeah, he got big fortresses and shit, man.
Can you read that?
God. It says, the Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord have his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Okay, so, hey, he has his way in the whirlwind, which is, we were just talking about tornadoes. That's an example of a whirlwind. So you're going to have an F20 hit. Right now, the highest is F5. Okay, but you're going to have tornadoes that's going to be like 30, 40, 50 miles wide, long, hitting different places, man. I've seen that in another vision. We were talking about visions earlier. I've seen that. And Kansas City was getting hit by multiple, like EF5, EF4. There were so many at one time. It was literally like out of the movie Twister.
Yeah.
Like, remember that scene in Twister where
three
they
of
had
them
multiple
coming
tornadoes coming together?
Yeah.
It was like that, but it was all over Kansas City. And a massive, really bad earthquake hit to the point you saw like tectonic plates out of the fucking ground.
Yeah.
Like different mountains coming up out of the ground
seen
and
that
shit.
too. I seen the ground split in a dream, man.
So that's the Madrid fault.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And all that's gonna happen while civil and war breaking loose, man. Like, when Daniel 12, let me get this, man, because when Daniel 12 said it's going to be a time that ain't never been, you got to expect all kind of shit to happen, man. Yep. It just ain't going to be a couple niggas with pistols as you niggas used to on the block banging it out. This is going to be wild, man.
Yeah, there ain't no doomsday prepping for what's coming. This level of shit. I mean, a lot of y'all ain't doing, I would like to always mention, you ain't prepped for the poltergeist, man.
No,
you ain't prepped for the demons. Real demons. I'm talking real creatures and monsters.
They gonna manifest.
The Lord said he's gonna send creatures never seen before. Okay, they're gonna be unleashed. So you got Mothman, you got Sasquatch, you got Wolfman, you got all sorts of urban legends that are gonna become reality and make those urban legends look like child's play. My people's culture, Gadites or Native American culture, there's a word for a wolf man, and we call him Yala Denochi. Yala Denochi, which means skinwalker, man. So, that's going to be released, and that's basically like a demon or a being that can shapeshift. Okay, and we seen a Mo about 4 or 5 years ago. He caught one in his backyard. He was like, "Oh shit."
Hey, I got it favorited on my YouTube.
He was like, "Oh shit!" He ran across his backyard. Oh yeah, he's waiting for the right time to eat your ass, man. And you're not gonna like it that way because he's a Mo. Probably like his fucking, you know what, eating. But you're gonna get eaten for real, man. You know, the plagues that's gonna hit this place, man, is gonna be forever talked about for eternity.
Right.
And America is going to be left as like an eternal flame. That's why you read about in Revelation, it says the smoke of our torment ascended up forever and ever. Why? Because you're going to have like so many places that's going to hit. The smoke is literally going to be going up for a long time. And the world is going to look at it and say, hey, that was that place. Is this Babylon? Is this the place that the world was shaken in fear over?
Yeah. And I wanted to bring this out real quick because you were talking about the the poltergeist, right?
Con.
This is a New York Post article, real quick. Pope Leo hosts exorcist summit at the Vatican over fears of worldwide surge in Satanism. All right, this came out March 24th, so this was actually today. It said the devil's in the detail. Pope Leo hosted the world's most senior exorcist at the Vatican, who reportedly warned him of a terrifying global rise in occultism, esotericism, and Satanism. The Chicago-born head of the Catholic Church held a private meeting with the delegation of Catholic priests from International Association of Exorcists this month, man.
Damn.
So people tapping more into that left-hand side because Esau naturally is a fucking devil.
Right.
You know, but that left-handed activity is heightening up, man.
Yeah.
To the point they had to have a whole meeting. They basically said that they got to have more exorcists out there because they getting more reports than what they can handle. Right. And a lot of these Edomites, they tapping into the left-hand side. You think you calling on a little demon until a big demon show up.
Right, yeah, kind of.
So you realize you can't handle a big demon.
Right.
You know, you realize you done fucked up. Mm-hmm. You start seeing shit. Come on, man. You people not fucking ready, bro.
At all, man. And a lot of these people are doing it. It makes sense because they don't have any faith. You know, people turn into physical, tangible things that they can see and feel.
Yeah.
And when you play with Ouija boards and shit like that, you get an instant reaction. You go to tarot card readings, they gonna tell you some shit about the future. Mm-hmm. And why? Because they're speaking to demons that are possessing somebody, and they're communicating with them through them cards. So the cards come play out, boom, boom, boom. People's, oh wow, what they said was real. It was right. So they getting into a lot of stuff, and some of it be subliminally. They don't really know it's witchcraft. Yeah, they just think it's zodiac stuff. Right. So they getting involved with it. You got little tarot card businesses popping up, readers here, readers there on social media. That shit flooding in on your page. You know, it's picking up. Why? Because this is a sinful kingdom. The demonic energy is picked up. Yeah. And these people are getting desperate. They're losing hope. So instead of having the discipline to say, I need to get my shit together and serve the Lord, they'd rather go serve some witchcraft shit. Yeah. You know, we see brothers wearing, gemstones and stuff like that, but we wear it in righteousness. Because this stuff like this was on Aaron's breastplate. Yeah. Okay? So you're supposed to use this for righteous reasons. But you got witches that's involved with this type of stuff, man. That's using it for wrong. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. That's where I be getting a lot of my jewelry, man. Yep. These witchcraft shops, you gotta pray over it, but hey, the stones itself ain't wicked. Mm-hmm. But it's the motherfuckers where you getting it from. Right, them motherfuckers ain't right, man. Yeah, all local stores you get them, they usually sold by like witches. You can and that shit's big out here, man. Yeah. Like a lot of people don't know what go down in Kansas City. They think this is just like some flyover shit, bro. It's heavy witches out here, man. Big time. Heavy demons out here. And they got caves that they do sacrifices. There's a lot of places they can go where people physically can't see them what they do. Yeah. So human trafficking is huge here because the cave systems. Yeah. They traffic in the cave systems. Like you got miles and miles, they call it the cave state, man, of caves everywhere. And you got creatures living down there and demons that come up that they summon. Yeah. So it makes sense, man. Yeah, you shit, just driving around the city, you would think it's some graffiti. These niggas don't graffiti. They ain't doing like nigga gangbang shit. They will graffiti Satanist symbols on the fucking shit, man. Yeah. Like I get on the internet and see like some occult symbols and shit. I just be trying to study and see what the shit look like. And then I go out in the streets, niggas tagging walls up with occult shit, man. Satanist shit, man. And it's straight in your face. The average person don't know what the fuck going on. But see, we understand both the left hand and the right hand. But let me read this out and then we can wrap it up. This is Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. It says, in that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time. Mm. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. See, once again, they're showing there is going to be a group of people that makes it out of the worst time ever, man. Yeah. It said, in that time, thy people shall be delivered,
everyone that shall be found written in the book. But once again, as we were saying, everything that can go wrong is going to go wrong, man. All right? You're going to have the political skirmishes. You're going to have the natural disasters. You're going to have the left-hand side of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua all coming together at once, man. This is why you need that faith on you. This is why you need the Spirit of the Lord on you, man.
That's right. That's right. Can you read that part again, Brother Sean?
Daniel 12:1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up for the great prince, and that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation.
So it says there shall be a time of trouble such as never was.
Yeah.
That's a huge statement, because the history of trouble throughout the Bible, if you hearing about things that happen in the world, is so scary.
Yeah.
You know, from the time of Noah, the flood.
Yeah.
You know, Sodom and Gomorrah.
Moses.
The different wars, Moses, you know, splitting of the sea. There's been a lot of huge, massive things that have happened throughout thousands of years. Mm-hmm. This time that you are living in right now in your lifetime,
yeah, it's gonna be the worst.
Is worse than all of that combined.
It's the worst, bro.
So if you think what we saying that we making some shit up,
wow,
then you are sadly and hugely mistaken.
Yeah.
We're not exaggerating on the things you people are going to experience. Like we talking about these creatures and these monsters. That's really going to fucking happen, man.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened in history. It has in ancient Egypt. That was the plague of darkness. But this is going to make that look like child's play. Which you about to live in a sea, man.
Damn.
You're going to need the Lord.
You don't need the Lord.
You're going to need the Lord, man.
That's the only option, bro.
And it's happening faster than you think. You thinking you got another 100 years? Nah,
hell no.
No.
Nope.
No. Look how much has happened since Trump got in office within less than 6 months.
Right.
It's over with, man.
And it's just getting started.
New Year's just was what, a month and a half ago, 2 months ago?
Yeah, kind.
We in March.
Feel like a couple months.
That's January, February, March. It's only been 3 months into the pagan 2026. Mm-hmm. And you ain't seen nothing yet because the real New Year's getting ready to hit. Passover coming April 1st.
Yeah.
And that's when the real new beginning begins.
Yeah.
So you ain't seen nothing yet till Passover comes, man.
Yeah, I've been seeing chariots these past couple of weeks, man.
Con.
I actually just saw one before I pulled up out of here. Pulled up to here, man.
Con. Yeah, same here, man. I seen one driving while going to work yesterday.
Yeah.
There was one right in the sky, man. I was like, wow.
And they popping up and then popping up out real quick, man. They ain't doing no show. They just like, hey, what's up? I see y'all. Then they gone, man.
Right.
Because they busy. The angels busy, man. All right. But yeah, that's it.
God. So with that, Lord's will, you were edified. We're going to go ahead and close out. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. I want to give double honors to our apostles, double honors to our elders, a great millstone, Natasha's truth and will well, and salutations to you, hopeful elect us in this truth and all sincerity. Shalom,
Shalom.
Babu Ba.
Babu Ba. Shalom.